into a bar. It's a true story. Bartender says, man, we don't serve dogs in here. Bam, shoots him in the foot. Dog runs out of the bar. Next day, little dog comes walking back into the bar. He got on a little black doggy hat, little black doggy gloves, and a black doggy vest with little black doggy chaps and black doggy boots, little black doggy spurs. He comes walking back into the bar. Cheek, 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 cheek. It's a dog. Bartender says, man, what do you want? Dog looks up and says, I'm looking for the man who shot my paw. I said I'm looking for the man. I got a kid in the audience. That's the cleanest joke I know. Y'all have a good time tonight. I know we did. First off, we've played all over the world for the past 13 years. There is not a better crew than the one right here in South Point. Lighting, sound, ushers, bartenders, waitresses, everybody, man, give them all a big hand right here. They are fantastic, second to none. Second to none. Also, we will be out at the end of the show. If you go out to the door and just go right there to the right, we'll be there with our stuff, but you don't even have to sign anything because I don't have any friends, so just come up and say hey. Say hey, we'll sign your tickets, we'll sign whatever. Just right out there to the right of the door at the end of the show. We would love to see. If you like the show, it makes us feel good. Just tell us that you did. If you didn't like the show, seriously, and I mean this with a glad heart, leave. What are you still doing? All right, well, so we thank you all so much for being here tonight. This last section of the show was actually the very first section I wrote and put in the show. And it was in honor of my father who passed away many, many, many years ago, but that was not the reason I put it in the show. I put it in the show because he not only served in World War II, he also served in the Korean War. There's not been a theater we have been in since this show started that is not with pride and tremendous honor that I have got to thank the wonderful men and women who have allowed and given me the freedoms and liberties I so enjoy. Of course, I'm talking about our wonderful veterans, men and women currently serving. Can I get the house lights up? You fit any of those categories. You're a veteran or currently serving. Stand up and let us thank you proper right now. If you can't stand up, raise your hand. It's all good. Bravo. Look at this. Representing. It is absolutely because of all you wonderful, brave men and women that we're even allowed to stand up here and do all this goofy stuff. Yeah. Not exactly sure that this is what you thought you were fighting for. You guys are like, I thought you were going to be the Osmonds. No, this is a true story. Not too long ago, I met a gentleman, 92 years old, actually stormed the beach at Normandy. Now, no, wasn't that big a deal. He did it like 2 weeks ago, but it was dangerous. It was raining, there was an undertow. It's weird, too, man, because when he got there, the French still gave up. Instant charmant où l'écran te fait trêve, où nous sommes de soleil montier, maintenant je viens de faire I quit. No idea what I just said. There was some vegetables and cheese in there, I don't know. But anyway, this last number that we're going to do for y'all right now was made famous by the greatest singer of my generation, if not every generation. And I'm talking about the great Mr. Luciano Pavarotti, and I had the great honor and privilege of participating in over 50 productions with him right there at the Metropolitan Opera in New York City. Yes, thank you. I was an usher. It was a great job, though. It was a union job. That's like 3 weeks of training, paid full right there. The song he made so famous is from the opera Turandot by the great Giacomo Puccini. And it's called Nessun Dorma. And it means none shall sleep. And at the end of it, we sing the words, Vincero, vincero, which means you or I shall be victorious. And because of all you brave, wonderful men and women, we have always been, and we will always be victorious. Thank you all so much for coming here this evening.